This past weekend, Marjorie Taylor Greene actually participated in a Republican primary debate for her district in the state of Georgia. And I say actually participated because honestly, that's kind of shocking. We have seen a lot of Republican incumbents just not even bother going to debates because, hey, we think we got this in the bag. But Greene, to her credit, which is not something I ever thought I'd say, actually showed up and she debated her primary opponents. And she didn't do very well. I mean, if this election were really just based on merit, Greene wouldn't stand a chance. And of course, as we all know, she ran unopposed in 2020 when she got elected. Still only got 74% of the vote, even though there was literally nobody else on the ballot. But, you know, one of her opponents decided to call her out for the fact that she has done nothing for her district. That opponent is a Republican candidate by the name of Seth Sinsteline, and this is what he had to say. This is what he asked her. We're all here because we have concerns about the seat. See, you bought contractor stock before railing against profitable wars. Your words and actions are consistently inconsistent. No bill you've authored has passed, and you have no committee power to advocate for this district. So without resorting to rhetoric about Democrat boogeymen, Biden and the woke left, answer this. Can you tell us one or two specific objectives that affect our wallets that you can actually pass and explain how you plan to get it done without being guaranteed a committee assignment? Before I go into her response, brilliant attack. I'm not kidding. And I love, by the way, that he also said, don't blame the Democrats, don't blame Biden, don't blame the woke left. You tell us why this is. And here is her ridiculously pathetic response. Thank you for that question, Seth. And I know this is your first time being a candidate as well. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, what the hell does that like? Oh, you little rookie, you. You've been in office for a little over a year, okay? Stop acting like you're the veteran up there. Now, here's what we have to do. You have to understand and remember, Democrats are in control in Washington right now. Republicans aren't getting anything done. Even the Republicans on committees aren't getting anything done. And if they were, you wouldn't see the radical destruction of America going on right now, our wide open borders. We're having inflation out of control, and we're no longer energy independent as Americans. We never have been, by the way. Never. Never. So what I look forward to doing is when we take back the House, I'll have great committee assignments. Kevin McCarthy and leadership have already promised them to me. And we look forward to holding Democrats accountable for all the corruption and horrible things they've done in our country. And you didn't answer his question, did you? Didn't answer it. What are you going to do and how are you going to do it to help the people in your district? That is what he asked you. And you bumble and fumble like, oh, I know he said don't go after Democrats. Oh, I got to tell it. Just Democrats are terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible. And when we get power, I'm going to investigate them. Let's assume for a moment that Democrats are somehow as corrupt as Marjorie Taylor Greene says they are. They're not, but let's assume they were. So even if you retake power, you spend 2 years investigating Democrats, suppose you start throwing them all in jail. You know, you find all these horrible crimes, you throw them all in jail. Cool. What does that do for your district? So even if you did what you said you want to do, it still wouldn't help the people in your district. Now, would it? So you failed twice. One, you didn't even actually answer the question. Two, the response you gave wouldn't even help the people in your district, which is what you were asked in the first place. To which Mr. Sinsteline responded, that's too big an if. Voting for Miss Greene is a gamble as she's not guaranteed committee power. She's not even accountable for her own tweets or her staff's. We're still not clear on who is acting on the district's behalf, so how can anyone expect her to bring accountability to Washington? Her only leadership trait right now is rallying people against an enemy, and little to none of what she just said encourages business in our district or fights out of control inflation. Again, Sinsteline is correct. I'm not convinced he would do anything to actually help people live their lives, right? To make their lives better. You know, Mr. Sinsteline isn't out there saying, hey, we're going to get rid of medical debt. We're going to get rid of student loan debt. We're going to make it more affordable to go to college. We're going to stop giving tax breaks to wealthy Americans and start spreading that money around to the middle class, the working class, and the underclass. He's not for any of that. So he wouldn't exactly help the district either. But he is calling out Marjorie Taylor Greene factually, which is great. And she does have some big questions that she cannot answer, apparently. And these are the lines of attack, by the way, that we are seeing against a lot of these new Republican extremists. People like Greene, people like Boebert, people like Cawthorn, people like Gates. These are the same lines of attack that all of their primary opponents have been leveling against them as well. Basically telling them, you're doing a great job of getting people pissed off and angry. You're doing a great job of becoming a household name and being famous. But back home, you, Marjorie, you, Boebert, you, Matt Gaetz, you, Cawthorn, not one of you has done a single thing to help your district. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.